Matt Rule era starts in just over a month. Trev, what are your expectations for the first-year head coach at Nebraska?
Well, just continue doing what he's doing, building a great staff, building a great roster, and building a great culture that ultimately leads to the outcomes we want, and that's more wins and losses, right?
How have you been assured that he's the right guy for the job? Because it seems at every turn he's doing something that all the fans nod in agreement of, going all the way back to when he was hired in November.
Well, he's done a great job, in doing all the things, just being himself, being authentic, resonating with fans, communicating with fans, interacting with fans, building a right culture. Really studying Nebraska and what Nebraskans expect and want, and now we get into the granular details of coaching, right? And we've got a great roster that he and his staff deserve a lot of credit in building, and he's built the accountability and discipline, and so now it's about physically performing on the field.
Yeah, what's your communication going to be like with him during the season? You just going to let him coach, or will you have constant communication about how the games play out?
Well, Matt's the coach. I don't do any coaching, but I just, he and I, we communicate a lot. It's important to him, and so he was telling me a little bit about the sort of the sequencing of how he had previously, interacted with administration, and so I'll follow his lead, but I'm sure we'll communicate a lot, and but I'm confident in his leadership. I don't think there's anything I can bring much in terms of the football piece. He's got a great staff.
He did great on the stage here at Big Ten Media Days, didn't he? He was in his element.
He really was. He has a very clear vision. He's a great communicator. Matt is very strategic. He's smart. He has a photographic memory. He's a hard worker, and this stuff matters to him. And you can tell he puts time into it, work into it. I think he genuinely feels honored to get to be the head coach at the University of Nebraska.